There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, squall and fury!
Gather!
Shower me with...
The wind rises. Too slow. Quick, follow. Squall and fury. Quit following me. Too slow.
Strike a pose! Feel the split!
The wind rises. Quit following me. Quit following me.
Stabilize! Gather! Behold!
Too slow. The wind rises.
Solidify!
Strike a pose!
Stabilize! Behold!
My store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look.
Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy
My
silence.
store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look. My store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
The insolent shall be punished.
Gather!
May I? Purging transgression. Winter shall eventually
There's no such thing as pure freedom. Too slow. The wind rises. The wind rises. Behold! Quit following me. Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Thank you for completing today. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Rebooting.
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again? restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Relax.
Come, enjoy some creative cooking.
Error.
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again?
Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Try some creative cooking.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Time for a light show!
Solidify!
Squall and Fury! Quit following me. Too slow. Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Behold!
Gather!
The show begins!
The wind rises. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Fallen Fury! The wind rises. Upon the gate.
How did they get in here? Captain, up ahead! Those look like our fugitives!
So they found this place too? Don't let any of them escape!
Behold! Picked the wrong test subject. Captain, according to our list, many of the fugitives aren't accounted for. There may be others hiding deeper inside the facility.
So these guys were just the lookout crew.
The Marachose Phantom! How did they find this place?
Wait, it's that guard from the fortress!
That's right, I'm on your side. The Duke sent me. What's the matter? Some sort of mix-up?
Mr. Odilon, didn't I tell you a few days ago that you need to stop all field work until you've recovered?
Well, you know, gotta help His Grace out. Share the load.
Officer Morgan, this man is an imposter. The real Mr. Odilon has no reason.
What?
Looks like the head nurse was right about the face-swapping method. Arrest them all! DuPont, stay here and keep guard. And watch the exit. If we're not—
Got it.
Quit following me. Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax. Relax. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax. Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Quit following me. The wind rises. Too slow.
So many jars. Was this some sort of production facility? This scent. It's probably the ingredients used to make butterfly dew. How come they're all empty? Did it sell so well that he ran out of supplies?
How strange. Why would Rawat choose to manufacture a popular product like that in such a difficult-to-reach location? Given our suspicion that he may have been coerced into the illegal drug trade, I would have thought that any production facility we find here would be used for illicit purposes.
Perhaps butterfly dew is itself an illegal drug.
Do you have any evidence for that claim?
No, just a guess.
Understood.
Behold!
Doesn't look like we're gonna get this door open. Let's find another way around.
Quit following me.
This one's closed too! What's with those carts and tracks? Oh, maybe it's one of those doors that opens when it senses cargo passing through. There's a loaded cart right over there. Let's bring it to the door and give it a try!
Too slow. Too slow. Squall and Fury. Ha! Ah! Ah! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ja! Ha! Ha! Behold! Ah! Ha! 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 Too slow. Huh. following me? Too slow. Quit following me. Too slow.
This room's much smaller than the others. Judging by the implements on the table, this looks like a...
Head nurse! Over here.
Let's see. Huh? Robot's clothes. Why would he change... Perhaps they stripped him down, left the clothes behind, and... Yikes, Tatsujin, where did that come from?
Oh, what a tragic way to go. Especially with such a bright future ahead of him.
There's a path leading further on, Officer Morgan.
Quit following me. Too slow. Squall and Fury.
Shh! There's a whole bunch of people in there!
Are you serious? You're telling us that within a day, our faces are going to rot like yours?
Fontanian physiology changed dramatically after that great flood, and it's not as compatible with this face-changing solution as before. The side effects are as you can see.
Why didn't you say anything before we all used it?
Look, my plan got you all out of prison, didn't it? You'd have much bigger problems to worry about right now if the Marshal Say Phantom found out about your other crimes.
You're just lucky we didn't leave you in there after you disappeared on us with no warning.
Partners? Make no mistake, you hid things from me too. Remember how you each had a spare potion? You kept quiet about it until we
Oh, and you didn't have a secret spare? Then do you want to explain how you...
Guys, that's enough. Calm down. What's the plan, Parton? I'm assuming you brought...
There is no plan. We followed him here on the promise of more juice. But besides, what does it matter now anyway? He already said, even if we did get our...
I said enough arguing!
The most practical solution is to continue using the potion. Keep switching to a new face before...
Are you kidding me? This stuff was hard enough to get a hold of even when we had a supply. Now you're asking us to use it like skin lotion, after the flood all but wiped the supply out?
Well, there is another option. But you'll have to make a deal with me first.
Okay, now we're talking. What's the...
I have a document I took from that researcher that details how to make a replacement. Just give me one bottle of the undiluted fluid, and I'll... What's the problem? I thought you always kept reserves. Or do you really just have one?
What do you think? That we were shipping them into the Fortress of...
Well then, say hello to never showing your marred faces in public again.
Ugh, I've heard enough! Get him! Let's see if...
Freeze! Marshal Say Phantom!
What? Who let them in?
Officer Morgan, before anything else, please find out
what?
I don't see him. Hand over the hostage now. If you want any...
Spare us your condescending attempts to...
Parton?
Arrest them all!
Stabilize!
Strike a pose!
Behold!
Ah!
Another test.
Unsightly insects! That's far enough!
Gather!
Yoo-hoo! Calm down! Don't be nervous! Just relax! Huh?
Squall and Fury!
Huh. Gotta say, I never expected to see the head nurse in combat.
Some patients respond better to a more aggressive treatment plan. Did we get everyone?
Captain, we finished the head count. Potton's missing.
Over there! The door!
One group trying to arrest me, another trying to hunt me down. Good.
How did he get up there?
Don't waste your energy. I already sealed it off.
How naive. We have more people outside. If we're not back out...
Well then, you'd better hope they get it.
There's some kind of gas leaking from the pipes.
This is our distribution center, where we store the product derived from our source solution. The pipe network here was designed to emit a gas for firefighting. One little modification later?
Why would you do this? Your partner's...
Oh, please. If they can't supply what I need...
He's a maniac! Come on, we gotta find a way to open that door!
Go ahead. Struggle in vain. Once the
Are you sure you're ready to leave, Potton?
You can't cure my face. Just give up.
And what if I could?
Nice try. You're just trying to stall me. Don't you worry about me. I'll find a way to cure my face once I get out of here.
Oh, I doubt it. After all, Fontanians can no longer dissolve in primordial seawater.
What?
The key component of the face-changing potion is the fluid left behind by dissolved Fontanians. It might look like ordinary water. Before the flood, all Fontanians were oceanids. Physiologically speaking, a potion made from that fluid could dissolve and reconstruct the face of a Fontanian in much the same way as hydroidolins change form. Theoretically, it could give someone any appearance they wished. But since the flood, Fontanians have become true humans. They can no longer provide the source material for this potion.
Are you saying this potion is made from Fontanians dissolved with
How could you know all of this?
It also means that I have a formula you're unaware of.
I might get to make a deal today after all.
Oh, it's not a formula.
What?
When I tried Rawat's skincare product, I noticed it had a certain... I'm guessing his skincare lotion contains the fruit...
Huh. Impressive guesswork. Yeah. But it only contains a tiny amount of the active ingredient.
Well, I found a way to reverse the dilution process, giving the skin...
That's impossible.
If I tell you some of the ingredients, I think you can figure it out. First, you need...
Tainted hydrophantasms and transoceanic pearls.
So?
Sounds good to me. There's a delivery pipeline beneath this window. Drop the potion in, and I'll release you all.
Nope, not trusting you that easily. You're like those naughty kids who try to hide their illness. Open the sluice gate first, then...
Even if you're not bluffing, your potion won't cure my face permanently. I'm not closing the valve this time. Plax?
Fine, then I'll just stand here with the potion in my hand. And when I faint...
No.
It's open!
Disable that sluice gate! Jam it! Don't let...
That's more like it.
Head nurse, there's too much poison gas in here. We have to leave, now!
That was too close. That button is a real nasty piece of work. Oh, don't be too quick to sit down. Moving around a little will help relieve the soreness. Same goes for you, Traveler. Oh, but Paimon, you should be fine, right? Flying fast is pretty tiring too, actually. Anyway, that's not important right now. Paimon's still shocked to learn that there's a whole criminal operation going on behind that skincare lotion. Shame I ended up giving the improved version to Potten after finally making it for you. I'll make you some more, I promise. No, please don't. Paimon doesn't want to use that stuff anymore. Still, it was a pretty good job that Paimon wanted to buy some in the first place, huh? It ended up saving everyone's lives. That's gotta count for something. Yeah, Paimon was just kidding.
Head nurse, I've done a final head count of our team and the criminals. Everyone's here and doing fine. We're ready to escort the fugitives back to the fortress of Meripede. It's a shame that we didn't find Rawat. At this point, I'm afraid he's...
What a horrible bunch. Especially that Potten guy. If he hadn't made good on that deal, we'd all be dead because of him. No, we wouldn't. I always keep a whole bunch of antidotes on me for emergencies. And one of them neutralizes that poison gas. We'd have been fine, even if you hadn't opened the gate. What? Then why did you give him the potion?
If this is true, I must concur. If he changes his appearance and flees Fontaine, it's unlikely that we'll ever find him.
No, you don't understand. I gave him the potion precisely so we could...
What do you mean?
We gotta hurry. She won't last much longer.
The wind rises.
No, my sword! By royal decree.
Let's see.
Tear! Going under! Getting gear! Oh no! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
He might feel a little bit.
Frost is coming! Tear! Commencing cleanup! Frost is coming! Getting gear!
Yeah!
Rain outlines your fate.
Oz, reveal thyself!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
I summon thee!
Let me weave you a birth.
No rest for the... Tear! Getting gear!
Let's see!
Dead reckoning! Frost!
I swear, it's for medical research! Ha! Oh, goodness gracious! By royal decree! Shadow Raven, let night fall!
No, my sword! Rain Cutter!
Let the world come alive! Bye! You're toast! Shower me with drink! Gotta dash!
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Let my name echo in some...
Surprise! Cue the spotlight!
Sorry, pal. Many happy returns.
Not now. Stefana, be amazed!
Everybody stand back!
Up to it, Manzai.
Over here! Cue the spotlight!
Let's light it up! Teamwork is...
Many happy returns.
You can't run!
Out of the frying pan,
Swift and merciful, submit for judgment.
Everybody stand back!
Boba, get them! Yeah!
Lights out. You can't run!
Nice and spicy! Hey, yeah!
Judgment! Punishment!
A touch of frost, from whence you came.
I'm going in!
Yeah! Boba! Eat this!
Relax. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Squall and Fury! Quit following me. Wind rises.
Don't move a muscle. I might be short, but I pack a mean punch. Captain? You're just in time. While I was lying in wait, I spotted this crook snooping around.
Oh, his face.
Are you... Potton?
What?
This is how Potton looked before his face was marred. His current appearance matches the mugshot on his arrest warrant.
I see. Wait, so what's going on? Wasn't the whole point of the potion to disguise himself and escape Fontaine? Why would he change back?
Enough of this nonsense.
You better pipe down. There's an old lady in there.
To heck with it. Listen to me. I'm Rawat. That's...
He's gotta be lying, right? Rawat was a victim in all this. He was forced into it again.
Forced against his will? Back when I was being coerced, everyone thought I was colluding of my own free will. And then when I actually became a criminal in my own right, you all suddenly thought I must be... Amazing what a difference a handsome face makes.
Save us the speech.
You want an explanation? Fine. I'll tell it how it is. When I was just potting, the whole world treated me with...
Ew. What do you want?
Women despise me.
Collaborate? You don't look like much of a researcher to me.
My peers scorn...
Mr. Parton, was it? I'm most interested in your research. Consider my offer carefully. I doubt you'll find other investment
Only villains would work with me.
You want out of the game? Forget about it. Turns out, I slipped up a little. Left your picture with some Marechaussee Phantom officers. Easy mistake to me. So I suggest you put any thoughts of running away to rest. If you get caught by the guards for being in the synth business...
There was no way out for me. Until I could stop being Potton.
Mr. Rawat?
I became popular with...
This new potion you developed is fascinating. Genius, in fact. Would you consider working with me?
My peers looked up to me.
I'm very interested in your research, sir. You must no doubt have offers from...
And the villains even began to fear me. Becoming Rawat showed me what a superficial world we live in. But I did not hold a grudge. After all, this superficiality could be made... Or so I thought. But alas... Mother, I'm back. How are you doing?
Who are you?
I bought the best medicine Mora could buy, but nothing would cure her illness. In the end, I hoped she'd at least be able to see her son one last time before she passed, but when everyone else rejected me, the only person who cared about me was my mother. Then, when I became a rising star...
I have to let her see me again. Even if it means donning my own wretched, ugly face. Well, is that enough explaining for you? Now...
Have you ever considered if you'll even be able to look your mother? You found a way to completely change your identity. You could easily have escaped...
Why would I want to give up on such a lucrative business? The profits were dozens of times that of...
So you kept being a villain just for the...
Villain? By what standard? Is doing evil deeds really what makes someone a villain in your eyes? Or does it all come down to the way they look? None of you have no right to judge me! You're all just fake people living in a hypocritical world! I regret nothing! My mother would understand.
You... Honestly, I don't see a villain when I look at your current face either.
Don't humor me. You don't seem surprised by my confession in the least.
I didn't know anything for sure until you chose to take that potion bottle and spare our lives. But if you're asking when I had to confirm my suspicions, that's what...
Are you kidding me? A young, promising researcher and a wretched criminal? What on earth gave you the idea?
Well, there were no visual clues. This potion's face... But I believe I understand humanity a little better than most of my...
Fundamental qualities, huh? Most people probably don't know this, but I think I can guess what your deal is. You used it yourself, didn't you? That's what...
Seedween? Yes, you're right.
I'll bet it was back in the days when Melazines were... It was either carry on living in the gutters as part of an alien race cast out by humanity, or become the head nurse of the fortress of Meripede, revered by all. Not a hard choice to make. So you see, you and I...
That's not important right now. You came here...
Huh?
A head nurse.
Don't worry. back in the warehouse when I traded the... He was willing to risk sacrificing his only chance of escaping capture by opening the gate in exchange for the potion. Also, he could see his mother again.
I see.
So before you arrest him, please allow him to see his...
All right.
Mom, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, but I have some bad news. I examined your mother last time we...
What?
Your appearance no longer has any bearing on her ability to recognize you. But there are always other ways...
No, it can't be. Please, Mom. I've done so much to get to this... No!
The temperature of his palm must have changed. I'm sorry. It seems I couldn't bring him back to you after all.
It's you?
Oh, of course.
Mom! Why will you answer her and not...
No more questions, Potton.
Mom? Mom?
I'm sorry to say this, Potton, but you and I are not the same.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
The wait is over, everyone! The sale of our new skincare product, Romaritime Essence, will now begin.
Another skincare promotion! And it's selling as fast as last time. Wonder what people would think if they knew what was in the last batch. Oh, Seedween's here too! Hey, Seedween! Oh, Traveler Paimon, hello! Oh, I hope you two got a good rest yesterday after all your hard work. Of course! Nurse's orders, right? Anyway, are you here to take notes for your next article? Actually, I'm mostly here to help Officer Morgan wrap up yesterday's case. Ah, that reminds Paimon. That stuff sold like crazy, didn't it? Is it gonna cause huge Nope, there's nothing to worry about. Unless modified, Butterfly Dew is an excellent skincare product that's completely safe to use. Besides, officers have already retrieved all Butterfly Dew purchased on the market. Now it's just a matter of disposal. After consulting Monsieur Nervulette, I came up with a way to neutralize any harmful effects, so it'll evaporate naturally without polluting water or soil. Wow, it's Seedween to the rescue again!
Thank you for serving as our consultant, head nurse. All the butterfly dew we recovered has been disposed of, according to your instructions.
Great! Good job, everyone!
Also, you mentioned you wanted a copy of Rawat's interrogation records. Well, after he saw his mother for the last time, it was like all his mental defenses came crashing down. Apparently, the formula was something he discovered by chance while helping their supplier was Vache. But you could also argue that they were the ones doing him a favor. His operation helped it made for a seamless collaboration.
Vache again, huh?
Make no mistake. The crimes of Vache and his accomplices will come since the flood cut off their supply of primordial seawater. They've been forced to resort to riskier methods, like using their private reserve to attack people on the street. After receiving numerous reports, we were able to zero in on the gang.
That sounds more like it.
Based on what he told us in his confession, we pretty much had him backed into a corner. Even though he made a point of distancing himself from the gang, while he tried to throw us off his tail by reporting his accomplices, giving him enough time to transform back into Potton. But there was one thing he hadn't anticipated. Even though Potton...
So he tried this once before, huh? Guess he really did want his mother to...
Looking at the interrogation records, it seems like he spent the first sum of money he earned as reward on his mother's...
Yes, which is why I suspect that his initial motive for using the potion was not personal greed, but a desire to become... Even so, he went too far.
I understand. Thank you.
Why did you want them anyway?
Potton was one of my patients, so I need to put together a medical file for him. My teacher always stressed that a person's life experiences are just as...
Why are you still treating him like your patient? Isn't he kind of...
That may be true.
One last thing, head nurse. Please keep everything you know about this potion a secret. It would be for the best if most of Fontaine knows nothing of its existence.
Of course.
Thank you for
So, Sigewinne, did you really use that potion yourself?
Why do you sound so surprised, Paimon? I told you all about it.
You mean that story about...
Yes, it really actually genuinely was.
But...
I know. There are some secrets I can't tell anyone about. But considering everything we've been through together... Before I tell you, though, could you follow me somewhere?
Of course!
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Too slow. Behold! Quit following me.
And Risley, they're here too!
Good to see you, Traveler. Paimon. I trust all has been going well for you?
Big news, everyone. The Udex is out of his office on important business.
Is that genuinely something people would consider big news?
Why wouldn't they? Important business is a big deal.
Yes, you're quite right. When someone you care about requires emotional support, being there for them at the right time and place is of the utmost importance. After reading the Maréchal Phantom's reports, I had a feeling it...
Take note. That, my friends, is how Monsieur Neuvillette shows that he cares. We're both here for the same purpose, actually, to accompany Sigewinne as she pays her respects to her late teacher.
So the old friend she mentioned was her teacher then? The witch? Oh, sorry. Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's only 'cause Sigewinne calls her that all the time, so...
I doubt she considers that title to be offensive, Paimon. Don't worry.
Indeed. In fact, I believe Sigewinne would take it as a sign of affection. She has spoken of this doctor on many occasions, and it sounds like she was... In those days, many people harbored prejudices against Melusines. she was the only teacher willing to take Sigewinne on as a student.
Wow. It's really nice of you two to be here for Sigewinne. Guess you guys really look out for your younger colleagues, huh?
Younger colleague? Well, that might be true for the Udex, but I'm not sure I can say the same. Sigewinne served a sentence in the fortress of Meripede hundreds of years ago, and after she did her time, she decided to stick around. She's been an integral part of our administration ever since. Strictly speaking, the head nurse has been around longer than most people in the fortress, myself included. Pretty sure that makes me the younger colleague.
She served a sentence?
Yes. Long before I became Udex, there was an ancient law in Fontaine that prohibited any attempt to transform another species into a human. Initially, I and most researchers believed this law to have been imposed due to ethical concerns. But now, it seems more likely that the law was nothing more than an insurance policy, a way for Egeria to ensure that her people would remain insulated from the truth, thus enabling them to lead more straightforward,
ignorance is bliss, as they say.
Sigewinne had her reasons for choosing to obtain a human form, but the act was nonetheless in clear violation of the law.
Could you tell us a little bit more about what happened back then?
Certainly. Sigewinne does not object to her close friends learning about her history. In fact, I first learned of it myself because she confessed the truth to me of her own volition.
Even with their daughter so ill, they kicked you out? Stubborn as always. And prejudice isn't a disease I can cure either. Shame that I don't have the energy to get over there. You're laughable, you old witch. You want to save everyone in
Master, what are you?
I discovered a strange disease. One I suspect that I had no choice but to experiment on myself to find a cure. But I hit a wall.
Then I'll find a cure for it.
There's no need.
But...
As I said before, a doctor's duty...
I know. But... I'll do do whatever it takes.
Even if it means break.
As long as I don't hurt anyone.
Then I shall make one more final gamble. If I am able to work this miracle, then if not, then it means there is one more disease in this world that I will leave you a parting gift. An accidental discovery happened upon...
When Sigewinne returned, the miracle had not occurred. She found a potion bottle and a note on the table. After using the potion as instructed, she gained her current form, breaking Fontaine's law in the process. And after I had confirmed the veracity of the events, I gave my verdict.
So that's what happened.
I fear Sigewinne only understood the full story after the truth about the dissolution of Fontainians was uncovered. When I reflected on all this with that knowledge in hand, I felt a deep sense of regret. As I used after the final details of the events surrounding Sigewinne's transformation came to light, I checked several sources and, thankfully, the legal code does not require Sigewinne to shoulder any additional punishment.
Wonder how she feels.
Since she invited you here, I imagine she intends to speak of these matters with you, no? On behalf of the Maréchaussée Phantom, I would like to once again thank the Fortress of Meripede for your assistance in the response to yesterday's prison break.
Our head nurse and the traveler in Paimon did most of the heavy lifting, I would say.
Sigewinne seems to be in good spirits. I trust work hasn't been too hard on her lately?
Well, she might be the only permanent medical staff in the fortress, but there's plenty of people with medical knowledge willing to help her out.
I am most relieved to hear it.
The way you're asking after her well-being makes you sound like a concerned parent.
Well, I won't lie. I've always seen myself that way.
Showing your age a bit there, don't you think?
Indeed. Actually, I often forget just how much older I am than you.
Well, while we're on the topic, what did you do before getting this job anyway? Spend all day swimming in the sea from east to west and then north to south?
Yes, and from the surface to the ocean floor on occasion.
Wow. Impressive.
Apologies, that was merely an attempt at humor. You can disregard what I said.
That's impossible, I'm afraid. My imagine...
You're here. The old friend I mentioned was my teacher. When she passed, her body was nowhere to be found.
Sigewinne, the witch who gave you the magic potion, she was your teacher, wasn't she?
Sounds like Miss...
After learning the truth...
Well, to be honest, after I realized what really happened that night...
But she was planning to sacrifice herself.
That's just who she was. If lying is what it took to get a kid to take their medicine, then that's what she'd do.
All right, but why did you...
I broke the law, simple as that. My teacher made her choice, and I made mine.
True. It's just... the way Potton framed it, you're not like him at all, and everything Neverlet said, and yet, you were still convicted and thrown in prison.
Unfair? I happen to think just the opposite. If I hadn't served that time, I'm not sure I would have been able to stay strong when he was questioning me.
What makes you say that?
I knew you'd be curious. Let me tell you a story. The verdict came down. This Melusine is guilty. Tautx defended the authority of Fontaine law, but he did not confiscate the Melusine's medical kit. And so, the fortress of Meripede gained a new little doctor. She still wore her hood and raincoat, even though it never rained in the fortress. Perhaps thanks to her human appearance, no one refused her treatment. She treated more and more patients, and her sentence grew ever shorter. Finally, the people of the fortress could not live without her, and though her sentence ended, she did not leave them either. Then one day, she received an invitation from the outside world. The location seemed familiar, and when she arrived, an old lady was waiting for her. She saw right through the Melusine's disguise, but didn't reveal it. Instead, she asked a question.
Tell me, why do you think you gained the respect of so many people, despite being a Melusine?
Because I look like a human?
It's been 50 years, Sigewin, and you haven't aged a day. I think everyone knows you are not human. I finally found you, after all these years. I still remember, you know. It was you who saved me that night.
But how? I was no longer a Melusine by then.
Does it really matter if you're human or Melusine? I remember the warmth of your palm. It's quite unmistakable. And you know what? It hasn't changed one bit. You don't have to hide anymore, Sigewin. These days, everyone wants to make friends with Melusines. And I think that it's all because of you. I'm sorry I couldn't say this until now, but thank you, Dr. Melusine.
Now that's an ending Paimon can get behind.
After hearing everything Potten said, I wanted to tell him that it didn't matter who he looked like on the outside. But it was too late. The warmth in his palm had already disappeared. I tried to treat him, but the roots of his problem had nothing to do with his face. I understand. Thanks.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, there's one more reason I invited you here. In order to restore the appearances of the face-swapping victims, the Marashose Phantom gave me special permission to make a few bottles of that potion.
We don't need it though.
Well, even if you chose to destroy it, I still thought I should give it to you first. You two...
Well, fair enough, but anyway, Paimon's definitely not interested in this still. If this is the very last bottle in all of Teyvat, Melusine physiology wasn't affected by the Great Flood, right? So that means the potion should have a permanent effect on you. In that case, what do you say, Sigewinne? After all, from a Melusine point of view, Paimon bets Melusines look the cute...
Paimon, after everything, do you really think it matters whether I'm Melusine or a human?
What was Paimon thinking? You made up your mind a long time ago!
Leave it to me. I'd like to stay here with my teacher for a little longer.
The wind rises.
Stabilize!
Fire hazard!
Squall and Fury.
Ah! Ha! Ah! Ha! Ah! Ah!
Stabilize!
Strike a pose!
The wind rises. Too slow.
Gather!
Feel the split! Ha! Ha!
Squall and Fury.
If you ever have it.
Quit following me.
Time for a light show!
Solidify!
Yoo-hoo! Fire hazard!
Stabilize!
Squall and Fury. You want to use my hat as an umbrella? Yeah, behold!
Fire hazard! Burned too brightly.
Gather!
Strike a pose!
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Time for a light show! Yoo-hoo!
Squall and Fury!
Stabilize!
Strike a pop! Fire hazard! This is great. I feel so relaxed.
Search forth!
Solidify!
Yoo-hoo! Time for a light show!
Gather! The wind rises. Squall and Fury! Quit following me.
Behold! The wind rises. Huh. Squall and fury. The wind rises. Quit following me.
Feel free to check the Aquabus map and schedule for details.
Looks like we're running out of Taiko screws.
Feel free to check the Aquabus map and schedule for details.
Too slow. Squall and fury. Upon the gale. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Upon the gale. Quit following me. Huh.
Solidify!
The fuse is lit!
The wind rises. Too slow.
good. Don't be nervous. I'm Nurse Seedween from the Fortress of Mirapede. Let me take a look at you. Any pain here? Oh, what about here? Oh, you're not here for a checkup? Well, that's great news. Phew. You're so adorable. Make sure you take good care of yourself, okay? We don't want anything happening to you.
Another test subject. Gather!
Fire hazard!
Yay!
Light blade! Squall and fury!
Witness the power! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Bow your head.
To the very high.
Another test. Let the mighty be humble. Pick the wrong test subject. That single.
I'll protect us.
The wind rises. Ha! Ka! Ka! Wretched vermin!
Rise! Stabilize!
Squall and fury!
The fuse is lit!
Another test subject. Free! Gather!
Behold!
Free! Test subject. Free!
Fire hazard!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse. I'm going in!
Settle down.
The tides beckon.
Another test subject. Fry! Fry!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Bow your head.
Rain cutter! Yeah, let's light it!
Shower me with praise! Let the world come alive!
The fuse is lit! Out of my sight!
Winter, shall we venture?
Stabilize!
Rain outlines your fate.
Silence! Leaving so soon!
Be sanctified.
No escape!
Body and witness the power.
Prepare so soon!
Going in!
Settle down.
The tides beckon.
Can't run from death.